Hi, welcome to Jump for Jazz. A long time ago, a Chumash medicine man told me that when you sigh with satisfaction, that when something is so aesthetically moving that you go, ah, that's the voice of the Great Spirit speaking through you. Well, be prepared for the great voice of the Great Spirit to speak through you very shortly, because right now you're ensconced in the luxurious digs of the conservatory room at the inn at Morro Bay, and for another reason, you are about to enjoy a terrific mini concert by the remarkable jazz vocalist Inga Swearingen and the Super Swingin' Trio 14. Ready, set, sigh.
How about September in the Rain? The leaves are brown, came tumbling down. Remember that September. The rain, the sun went out just like a dying ember. Remember in the rain, through every word of love, I heard you whisper. The raindrops seem to play a sweet refrain. Though spring is here, tell me it's still September. Remember in the rain. very much. Thank you. I got appetizing young love for sale. Love that's fresh and still unspoiled. Love that's only slightly soiled. Love for sale. Who's gonna buy? Who would like to sample my supply? Who's prepared to pay the price for a trip to paradise? Oh, love for sale. Let the poets pipe of love in their childish way. I know every type of love better far than they. Now if you want the thrilling thrill of love, I've been through the mill of love. Ooh, love, new love, every love but two. Love for sale. Advertising love for sale. Who's prepared to pay the price for a trip into paradise? Oh, love for sale. Love for sale. Thank you.
Well, this is a marvelous occasion because we have Inga Swearingen with us tonight. And I got to tell you, 2-3 weeks ago when I first heard her, I just couldn't believe how good she was. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here.
All right.
Thank you, Toby.
You're still a student, aren't you, Inga?
I am. I'm a student at Cal Poly, and I'm getting my music degree, which is very classical, and I've learned a lot of opera at Cal Poly. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
And opera means work.
it does.
Literally.
It does.
Right.
Breath
And you're
control.
graduating in the spring.
Yes.
And then I take it you'd like to have a career in jazz or no?
No, I'd love to sing and play as much as I can and do this professionally if possible. And I'd also like to get a master's in music and have the option to teach.
All right. There are things I know that you are so diligent and so devoted a couple of weeks ago I was here, and you talked about taking lessons from a professional auctioneer.
Oh, yeah.
What was that all about?
Okay, well, the best auctioneer in California came through town, and his name is Rick Marciano. And he came through, and he was a horse auctioneer, and it was actually my boyfriend's idea to take lessons from an auctioneer to get my syllables sped up so I could increase my articulation. And I haven't taken a lesson yet, but I have talked with him, and he will either give me a lesson or refer me to Todd, who will give me an auctioneering lesson.
That's great, because I heard you were doing a tune that was way up tempo,
Yeah.
and I couldn't understand what the words
I
were,
know.
except I kept hearing bean, so I
Yeah.
thought either that's a burrito or Coleman Hawkins.
Yeah. Or a farmer's market.
There you go. But Bean was a nickname of Coleman Hawkins, a great tenor saxophonist. I don't know if you know that.
You teach me something every time.
All right. And
Very good.
all right. And what else did I want? Oh, you're a member of the Jazz Federation, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
It's thanks to them in part that I came here. There's a woman who works for the Sun Bulletin named Brenda,
Oh.
and then she works with Susan, and I met Jim. He's the sound man here tonight.
Right.
And they told me that you were marvelous, and I took it with a grain of salt. And then I saw your name in the Jazz Federation newsletter. Excuse me, it's right there. Could you hand that to me so
Oh.
I don't get out of the camera? Just let the whole thing go. But
That's
here's
right.
the Jazz Federation newsletter,
Yeah.
and there it is. And she's mentioned in there, and so I figured, well, it must be jazz. It's a nice room. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I heard 4 bars, and I couldn't believe what I was
Awesome.
hearing.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thank you
I
very
think you're
much.
going to be very famous, and
Oh.
deservedly so. And your whole family is nice. They're really nice.
Yes, they come to every show, and they are the crowd starters. They're very important seeds in the audience to get it going a little bit.
All right. Do you have any future gigs coming up? You play here. You sing here.
Yeah.
Just about every Friday night, right?
Right. Yes.
And you start at 7:30, so people want to come.
That's right. 7:30 till 10:30.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that this program won't be on till just before Christmas, because it takes all that time to edit it.
Oh.
But perhaps in the future we can get you in a studio and just do you live.
Okay.
All
We'd
right.
love to do that. We'd love-
Anything? Okay, I'm sorry I cut you off.
Oh, it's all right. No, we'd love to come in the studio and do that. It'd be fun.
Okay. And do you have anything in particular you want to say about the Jazz Federation, Cal Poly, Cuesta College, anything?
Oh, yes, I do. I have received so much from the people that I play with. Working with these musicians has made me grow so much. I've worked with them for about 2 years, and they are playful and they're fun and they're good, and it's been everything to play with them every week, and I'm appreciative of all of them.
Okay, you mean
Yeah.
Clint Iwanicha?
Clint, Iwanicha, Ryan Garcia, Mike Raynor, and Linda Vanasupa, and
Okay. I just wanted to mention one thing. I did question Clint as to how they got their name, and I thought perhaps they lived on a Route 14 somewhere in
Oh,
some
well.
state. And he said, no, it was in honor of their 14th Street residence in Los Osos,
Right.
and also that 14 was their aggregate IQ. And I said, well, I know we're friends because mine's 11, but I feel kind of smug because I'm only one of me to get to 11, and there are 3 of you to get to 14.
oh, so I'm not included in that.
Well, you're not in that trio
okay,
because
all
you'd
right,
be a
okay.
quartet.
Yeah, right.
It's you and a trio,
Right,
or
right.
vice versa.
Right. Well, you might have an IQ of 16 if you put me in there too.
All right. So we'll get ready, let you rest a bit, and have
Thanks.
another set.
Okay. Very
Thank
good.
you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
My pleasure.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, we're gonna do Bye Bye Blackbird for you. Oh. Oh, back up one here waits for me, sugar sweet, and so is he. Bye bye, blackbird. Well, no one here can love or understand me. What hard luck stories they all have. Make my bed, light the light. I'll be home late tonight, blackbird. Bye bye. And so is he. Bye-bye, blackbird. Well, no one here can love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all hand me. So make my bed and light the light. I'll be home late tonight, blackbird. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye Bye Blackbird. Very much. Thank you. We're Trio 14. We've got Linda Vanasupa on piano. We've got Ryan Garcia on guitar. Clint Iwanicha on bass. And Mike Raynor, the light child, on drums. And my name is Inga Swearingen, and we're very happy to be playing for you. Very happy to be on public access, on Jump for Jazz. We're gonna do all blues for you. Da